Hi. Just a little disclaimer, this isn't scripted, this is me just kind of... I think what I've realized with this channel is that it is my channel. And I want to use it not only to express myself, but just as an outlet, just in general. Some videos are going to be scripted and really well put together and cleanly edited or whatever. And some videos are going to be ones like this that are just a little more spur of the moment and just kind of something that I feel like I needed to talk about. I don't really know if it's like a ranty type video, but you know, I want to always keep it real and be 100% myself. So I'm gonna do that. I don't really know how to preface a video like this. I guess really just to kind of start out is, I don't know if it's something that has recently occurred or maybe that since I've become a creator, I've been, you know, paying more attention to other creators, more so from a creator perspective and not just a subscriber or a viewer perspective. And I wanna make it clear that people fuck up, and people are allowed to fuck up. If you've been here since my first video, you are very aware that I am no stranger whatsoever to fucking up and making it public, making it known, putting it out there, because I'm not ashamed of it. I used to struggle with that a lot, but the reason I'm not ashamed of it is because I am able to look within myself and realize that now that a significant amount of time has passed, I fucked up royally in many ways, on many levels, with many people, in almost every single aspect of my life. But I realized that, and I changed myself. I changed my thinking patterns. I changed how I was as a person. I changed my mannerisms. I changed how I treated other people, how I treated myself, how I viewed myself, how I valued myself, and how I valued those that really, really did care for me. So I'm able to look back on those things and to, I feel, give opinions on things like this and not be ashamed of it, because it was something that I realized I worked on and I grew from. Apologies on YouTube. There are a lot of creators that are very, very forthright when they have messed up. Some of them even point out their fuck ups when nobody else has noticed, and that's because they genuinely feel bad about them and want to almost hold themselves accountable so they continue to better themselves as a person. But some creators, for some reason, are completely incapable of doing this, completely incapable of apologizing, more so. And you know, before you like start name dropping in the comment section, this really is not geared towards any specific person. I am going to be referencing, you know, a couple situations that I'm sure you will recognize, and you can make that of it what you will. Like I said in the beginning, you know, this is my channel, and sometimes I just want to come on camera and just talk and just let my feelings out, create a dialogue of some sort, you know what I mean? Apologies on YouTube. It is hard to have things pointed out that you've done wrong, whether you necessarily believe that you have or not, publicly. I know that, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, well, you know, you choose to put yourself out there publicly. That was a decision that you made, so we are allowed to comment on it or what have you publicly. To a certain extent, of course, I agree with that. And then, you know, there's the creator side of me and just the human side, really, that, yeah, it does suck. Shitty comments or, you know, just pure hate or having every mistake or flaw or whatever pointed out is not fun for anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It's just not. Nobody likes to have their feelings hurt. Nobody likes to be embarrassed. There are certain situations in which I don't feel very bad for you anymore, and I'm gonna elaborate on that. Like I said, I've had my own shady background, and when I see creators that manipulate their audience, flat out lie to their subscribers, try and guilt trip people, connive, and I don't know why some people have to literally be pushed to the edge to finally put their cards down, fold, and say, you know what, I fucked up. I don't know why I fought it for so long. You can see it. I could see it. I just didn't want to see it, and I'm sorry. I guess this is where I'm coming from. And I know this video is kind of all over the place. Like I said, it's not scripted. I feel like this needs to be talked about. I have manipulated and lied to people en masse over and over and over again. Swore I was doing something when I wasn't, or that I wasn't when I was. Tried to put up this facade that everyone had already seen through, and really what it was doing was just making it harder for myself and making me look like an even bigger idiot and just a shitty person all around. When I see creators manipulating their subscriber base, and even when people have blatantly, called them out or shown proof, they still keep up this storyline almost that they have created. I have a problem with this for a few reasons. I have been in that mindset. I have been the person that was doing the lying and the conniving. So I understand the mental gymnastics that have to take place for you to be able to do that every day. And I can't even imagine if I had a platform like this back then and I had tens of thousands of people watching me, commenting on everything I did, calling me out, showing me the damage that I was doing publicly. And like I said, I know when everything is public, it is really hard as a creator to kind of face those things sometimes, especially when they come from people maybe you're not so crazy about, or that don't really care for you in the first place. So you feel like it's personal and you feel like you're being attacked. But what is really happening is most people get to the point where they try and help you as much as they possibly can until they realize that you just won't help yourself. It might be shitty to say it, but it almost makes me not really feel as much sympathy as I felt beforehand when someone is just making the victim out of themselves when they're just not, doing the whole,
I'm leaving YouTube, so, tell all my subscribers all of the support that you've given me and all the money you've given me and all the attention you've given me and all the press you've given me. That was great and all, but I'm gonna leave. I love you guys so much, though. I really, really do. So, bye.
Okay, so I'm back, guys.
I've done a lot of self-reflecting. I know I was gone for a while. I'm sure you all missed me.
Bitch. The doll.
And it's almost like, are these people living like an alternate reality? In a more specific sense, I personally can't comment on what somebody is dealing with physically. Like I said before, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist, and I'm definitely not a fucking doctor. But I don't like when people come onto a platform that they are given by the people that are supporting them and that are keeping them there, and they just put out video after video after video of nothing but bullshit, and then here comes the apology, but not really an apology. And then after that, they just act like nothing ever happened, like everybody should just get over it, that it's really just not that big of a deal. And no matter what the subject may be, racism or homophobia or lying about certain things about yourself or situations that you may or may not have been in, or whatever it is, really. I don't like when people are taken advantage of, because I have been the person that has taken advantage of people. I have been the person that has concocted plans to get away with things that are just awful and that I shouldn't have been doing in the first place, and knowing that I'm gonna hurt people, but either not really caring or just hoping that maybe somebody won't realize, or if they do, they won't really call me out on it because they feel bad for me, because maybe I can turn this into I'm the victim. And the amount of selfishness that goes into that is just mind-blowing, really. I don't know why it's so hard to just honestly take a break from it all, look within yourself, and realizing I am fucking up. I am fucking up everything that I have built, everything that I have done. I am losing everyone that cares about me. And it's my fault, and it's nobody's fault but my own. There will always be trolls and haters on the internet or whatever flooding your comment section. But believe it or not, a lot of the comments, depending on who it is, are actually really constructive and aren't filled with hate. A lot of them are current or ex-subscribers that are sharing their experience that they've had with you personally. And to just take that and shit on it, or to just disregard it completely and label them as a hater or somebody that's victimizing you is just ridiculous. I don't know. I know that you guys have been asking me about my opinions on quite a few things as far as, you know, fellow creators on here go. And in the general sense, there are so many amazing people on this platform. I am lucky enough to be friends with quite a few of them. But there are also some that just aren't. They might appear that way at first, and it might have even been up until very recently that they kept this charade up. But it will always be seen through. It is transparent. When you make your bed, you have to lie in it. When you're an adult, when you make decisions, there will be consequences for them, depending on what that decision is. And when you make the wrong one, especially when you're a public figure, it is so important to recognize that and to apologize for that, but to actually mean it. When you have so many people looking at you, and a lot of them are young and impressionable, and whether you believe it or not, you are directly influencing a great number of people, whether you have 100 subscribers or 1 million subscribers. When you do great things, you want people to notice that and to give you credit for it and to appreciate you for it, right? So why turn on those same people who point out when you make shitty decisions and expect you to be sorry for them and to look inside yourself and find whatever character flaw that is and to genuinely try and find a solution for it? I do want to say, of course, I am going to fuck up. I will, you know? It has nothing to do with me trying to put myself above anybody or anything like that. It's just honestly coming from a place of, I have done this, and I guess kind of seeing it firsthand is just mind-blowing to me. I don't know. I know this video is probably all over the fucking place and halfway incoherent. I have seen people who suffer from illnesses physically and mentally, and to see that being used as a card that gives you immunity from any criticism, anything other than kissing your ass and telling you how great you are, it makes me feel disgusting. I don't know why it's so hard for fellow creators to admit when they're wrong, admit when they fucked up, and genuinely mean it. And be grateful for everything they've been given from you guys. I guess I would just feel wrong if I didn't say something about it. If I didn't,
I guess, put my 2 cents in, because I'm just so important, right?
I guess what I really just wanted to say is, if I am doing something that you don't like, tell me. Talk to me about it. Let's find a solution. I don't ever want to turn a blind eye to my own faults when it's completely avoidable and unnecessary most of the time. Some of these situations, it's just so crazy. They start so small and they blow up to something so huge, and none of it needed to happen. But when you're there and it already is what it is, just surrender sometimes, you know? It's okay to be the one who's wrong. It's okay to be the one who didn't get it right this time and who might have to take 1 step backwards, because you can always take 2 steps forward. There are so many creators that are giving everything they have, and a lot of them aren't really even recognized for a lot of it. I don't know, but anyway, before I end this video, I just wanted to say that apart from a couple bigger videos that I'm working on right now, I am going to be starting a recovery series where I guess chronicle some of my experiences, situations. I feel like it's really important to shed light on things like that and to bring awareness to it, and that things can honestly get better. If it helps empower even one person, it really makes it feel like it was all worth it, you know? But keep an eye out for that, and I hope you're having a good day or night wherever you're at, and don't forget, your vibe attracts your fucking tribe. Bye.